Hello, I'm Mark Ells, Town Manager, and this is my Town Manager's update for the period of February 17th through March 2nd. I'll start with a recent development relative to remote meetings. As we know, they've been authorized through March 31st, 2023. Yesterday, the House passed a redrafted version of the governor's supplemental budget, which extends the authorization for remote meetings to March 31st, 2025. The bill will now go to Senate, and we'll keep you advised as this matter progresses through our state government. On Sunday, February 5th, Golf Division staff arrived at the Hyannis Golf Course Clubhouse at 6:45 a.m. to discover significant damage to the facility and an active water leak caused by a burst water pipe located on the top floor of the building. If you remember, we were in a very cold spell at that point. Staff secured the facility, and it is in the process of evaluating the extensive damage and formulating an action plan to restore the building. Due to the widespread damage, staff closed the Hyannis Golf Course and opened the old Fairgrounds Golf Course, effective February 6, 2023. Staff is currently working to secure a temporary office trailer to enable us to open the Hyannis Golf Course in March, this month, when historically we would open our old Barnstable Fairground Golf Course. And we'll keep you advised as this matter progresses as well. Due to long-awaited upgrades to our cable service, the town of Barnstable Channel 18 may be down for intermittent periods during the week of March 6th through the 10th, 2023. Please check the town's calendar for meeting schedules and Zoom links. The interruptions in service may also affect our video-on-demand service on the town's website. You can view meetings through the Town of Barnstable Channel 18 YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/@Barnstable Channel 18. A message from our town clerk. The Board of Registrars met to discuss the Votes Act following the guidance the Secretary of State's office provided us with on early voting in person. Voting in person is optional and requires a vote of the registrars which is our town clerk serves on, to request an in-person early voting. The decision of the Board of Registrars was unanimously that in-person early voting will not be offered in the 2023 local elections. If you have any questions regarding this, please direct them to our town clerk. We're proceeding with the budget action calendar for FY 2024 as scheduled. The capital budget for FY 2024 and capital plan for FY 24 through 28 are scheduled to be submitted to the Town Council on March 6th. Public hearings on the CIP orders are scheduled to begin April 27th, 23. The town manager hearings on proposed changes to fiscal year fees is scheduled for Tuesday, March 21st at 11 a.m. More details will follow, as well as postings on the website. The superintendent of Barnstable Public Schools commenced FY 2024 operating budget discussions with the school committee last evening, as per the budget calendar. We encourage all to view the initial FY 2024 budget summary presentations by our superintendent. And finally, we have a scheduled workshop with Town Council on April 6th to continue the discussion regarding revenue sources to address the capital costs of implementing the comprehensive wastewater management plan. And all of this information can be found on our town website. On February 15th, a group of municipal officials met with the Lieutenant Governor, Kim Driscoll, on the proposed regulatory changes to Title V and watershed permit regulations. A second meeting with the Lieutenant Governor and the Department of Environmental Protection is scheduled for tomorrow, March 3rd, to continue a discussion regarding comments and concerns expressed to Mass DEP about the proposed regulatory changes. We do anticipate that Mass DEP will promulgate changes to the regulations in the future. Therefore, discussions with Cape Cod communities is critical as the proposed changes have significant impacts on Cape Cod properties. We'll keep you advised as this progresses. The following is an overview for our town council and viewing public of the manager's proposed grant of location regulations, providing standards for the placement of wireless communications facilities in public right-of-ways. The town attorney's office, with the assistance of an outside expert legal counsel, led the development of these regulations. With support from the Planning and Development Department, an initial draft of the regulations was posted on the town's website and made available for the public in June of 2022. I've attached a link to the draft grant of location regulations for our council, and certainly this report's online. The viewing public can access this on the town manager's website. So the town website, go into town manager, and you can find them right there on the town manager's website. The authority to adopt and implement these regulations lies with the town manager. The town manager will hold a hearing on these regulations on March 23rd, 2023 at 2 p.m. via Zoom. These regulations provide application procedures and standards for the placement of wireless communications facilities in the public right-of-way. The purpose of these regulations is to provide a uniform and comprehensive set of objective procedures and standards for the location, placement, installation, height, appearance, and operation of personal wireless service facilities in the public right-of-way to meet the needs of our residents, business owners, and visitors while protecting public health and safety and the aesthetic character of our community, consistent with applicable state and federal requirements. With these regulations, the town seeks to maximize local control of wireless communications facilities in the public ways while ensuring compliance with state and federal law and requirements. We'll keep you advised as we progress through the review and approval of these draft regulations. As part of our asset management department's ongoing efforts to manage townwide assets, I've recently approved 3 property surplus declarations. These properties are located at 259 Barnstable Road, Hyannis, 30 Ocean Street, Hyannis, and 164 Route 149, Marston's Mills. As per our internal policy, these properties were reviewed by all directors and appropriate staff, and a land attorney assisted with title certification for selected properties. Signing the declaration of surplus clears the way for asset management and our procurement office to prepare requests for proposals for the disposition of surplus property via sale. The properties located at 259 Barnstable Road and 30 Ocean Street will be issued for disposal without restriction. The property at 164 Route 149 in Marston's Mills will be restricted for affordable housing. You may recall that recently the town council acted to change the use of that property by declaring it for affordable housing. The RFP for 259 Barnstable Road will be posted next week, followed by the RFPs for 30 Ocean Street and 164 Route 149 this month. The instructions Terms and conditions of the property sale will be contained in the RFP and has been our practice in the past. We will send out notices to direct abutters, informing them when the RFPs are issued. The interested public will be able to find the RFPs on the bid/RFP page of our town website under our procurement office. We provide the link in this report. The Hyannis Fire and Barnstable Police Departments, in collaboration with the Town of Barnstable Safety Officer, Megan Savage, have been running a CPR, AED, and first aid public awareness campaign following a request by the Barnstable Newcomers Club after Buffalo Bills player DeMar Hamill's medical event. Ms. Savage, in partnership with the Hyannis Fire Captain David Weber and Barnstable Police Officer Nolan O'Melia, are working to help teach an awareness level of CPR, AED, and Stop the Bleed. This is not certification classes. Collectively, roughly 8 sessions reaching almost 200 residents of all ages have been conducted to date, with 2 sessions being at Barnstable High School. The success of the initial program has led to additional free awareness trainings on the first Wednesday of each month, excluding summer and December months. Hyannis Fire staffs the class with at least 4 firefighter EMT paramedics that assist in teaching skills and answering questions. Ms. Savage conducts a CPR demonstration, and Officer O'Melia conducts the Stop the Bleed when they are able to attend. Firefighter Brendan McDonald is the lead instructor and had put the training together. Classes are from 6 to 8 p.m., and anybody interested in participating in future program can email or call and register at the 508-775-1300, option 2. Or you can send an email to info@hyannisfire.org. The Hyannis Main Street Business Improvement District, in partnership with the Planning and Development Department, is offering grants up to $8,000 to small businesses in downtown Hyannis for facade improvements. The grant program is available to all properties in the bid and the Hyannis TDI district, and eligible improvements include new signage, windows, planters, siding, doors, and awnings. Applications are due by the end of the day on Sunday, March 19th. The total budget for the program is $115,000, and the funding was provided through the Transformative Development Initiative local grant from the state and a Regional Economic Development Organization grant from the state via the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. That concludes my town manager communication. And at this time, I'll ask Elizabeth Jenkins, Director of Planning and Development, to come up and provide us with a local comprehensive plan update. Director Jenkins.
Thank you very much, Town Manager Els. I am Elizabeth Jenkins, Director of the Planning and Development Department, and I have a presentation for you all this afternoon on an update to our local comprehensive plan. So this is my local comprehensive plan update for March 2nd, 2023. Just as a general recap, the bullets that you see here on your screen are the required components of a local comprehensive plan. The town is approaching this project in 2 phases. The first phase focusing on the creation of a vision statement and an evaluation of existing conditions in the town. This has involved a robust and extensive community engagement process to help our local comprehensive planning committee put together a vision statement, a statement that expresses the shared values of our community for future growth and development and resource protection, and represents a growth policy for our community. Over the course of the past 5 months, the Town of Barnstable Planning and Development Department, again in partnership with our local comprehensive planning committee, have been crisscrossing the town of Barnstable. We have been to all 7 villages in the town of Barnstable, all 7 village civic associations, and a number of in-person events, including things like open streets, an open house at the Hyannis Youth and Community Center, as well as speaking to a number of small groups to talk to them about the importance of a local comprehensive plan, and also to evaluate the town's strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for the future. What you see on your screen here is a summary of all of the engagement opportunities that have gone into this plan, again, over the next several months. And we recently concluded, this week, we concluded our last 2 big public events in association with phase 1 of the plan. We called these our Bringing It All Together meetings. That we held a virtual workshop on February 28th, followed by an in-person workshop on March 1st, in which we provided the community with key themes from engagement and a high-level survey summary. The town of Barnstable issued a survey which we got over 1,500 responses to at these Bringing It All Together meetings. Again, we provided information, high-level information from the survey, which you see on the screen here tonight. We will provide a more robust analysis of the survey data back to the community and to the local comprehensive planning committee. But as we look at some of these preliminary results, we already start to see some key themes that are coming out of this data. Top priorities that were identified by our community that we should be focusing on in our local comprehensive planning committee process. We also worked together with our committee to develop some key themes that we heard from our engagement. I won't read all of these, but I just want to highlight a couple that continue to come up in this process. Those include, I think at the very top of the list, protecting water quality in all its forms, our harbors, our rivers, our ponds, and our drinking water, protecting our environmental resources, preserving our diverse community character that is unique to all of our villages, and expanding housing options and opportunities at affordable prices for all ages. So at our Bringing It All Together meetings, we presented these key themes to our community, and we reflected back on our 2010 local comprehensive planning vision statement. We asked our community questions such as, does this vision sound generally right? What inspired you? What changed? What are your values? What are the underlying values of our community that go into these vision statements? And what's our big vision for the next 10 years of the town of Barnstable? We coupled those with a presentation on existing conditions, again at a high level for the town of Barnstable, where we sit today. And we'll use the results of these 2 meetings, our Bringing It All Together meeting and our existing conditions report, and bring those back to our local comprehensive planning committee to help finalize a vision statement and existing conditions chapters. And these will be the deliverable products for phase 1 of our local comprehensive planning committee. I think these Bringing It All Together meetings were extremely successful in terms of helping the committee realize the importance of a vision statement to identify our community values for the future, and also to guide the goals and strategies and the development of those action plans that will be integral to phase 2 of this process. So please stay in touch. You can find all of the information, the results of our outreach, the results of our survey, and the presentations at our Bringing It All Together meeting at our local comprehensive planning website. That is barnstablelcp.com. You can find all of those under the document library. We encourage you to sign up for the Barnstable Local Comprehensive Planning newsletter, again, available at barnstablelcp.com. And stay tuned for the next LCPC meeting where they will, again, be doing the final vision statement and start to look ahead to phase 2. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere, Director Jenkins. In closing my report, I do have a question for Ms. Jenkins relevant to her local comprehensive planning update. And I've received questions from people regarding why we do a local comprehensive plan in context to, you know, being compliant with Cape Cod Commission, regional policy plan, and just more broadly, the benefit of doing a local comprehensive plan. So could you just share some information while we have you here tonight? Thank you.
Thank you, Town Manager. I'd be happy to. Those are, you know, incredibly important questions. Again, the value of doing this process, and to our residents of spending so much time with us in developing this. You know, a local comprehensive plan is, you know, a look at land use and infrastructure and transportation and how, in the natural environment, how all of those systems connect in our community. And on Cape Cod, the framework that we use for local comprehensive planning is a little bit unique and different. We plan under the framework of the Cape Cod Commission Act. This act applies to all 15 towns on Cape Cod, and it encourages us as a region to look at our challenges, to look at our infrastructure systems regionally, again, to make sure that we are thinking about growth appropriately, to protecting our extremely valuable natural resources, which give this region its unique value and its unique qualities, and also promoting diversity and economic sustainability for the future. So working together as a region to deal with these issues that don't always stay within town boundaries, especially issues that we see becoming more important in the future, issues like climate change, again, transportation systems and roadway and bikeway connectivity across our community. These are types of issues that, again, I think benefit all of us to working with our fellow municipalities here on the Cape through a regional planning framework. And that's why we participate in our planning in conjunction with our Cape Cod Commission. And that's why we are following the Cape Cod Commission regulations and guidelines for updating our local comprehensive plan. It's also important to realize that by following these regulations and by seeking certification from the Cape Cod Commission, it also opens up a host of tools that are provided by the Commission Act to help us better achieve our vision and goals as they will be outlined in our local comprehensive plan. So a couple of examples of these tools are a growth incentive zone, an area which helps direct growth into places within our community that have the availability of infrastructure and away from places that have sensitive natural resource value. Tools like districts of critical planning concern that provide special protection to areas that are particularly challenged by certain environmental or other conditions. So these are our tools, our planning actions and strategies that are extremely unique in Massachusetts, and again, available only to us through the Cape Cod Commission. So through certification of our local comprehensive plan with the Commission, we not only, I think, are able to think more holistically and regionally about the planning that we do in Barnstable, but we're also more able to effectively implement our local priorities and actions. Thank you, Town Manager Els.